Dedication of Fit in 10. It is day 35. If you can believe it, we are at the halfway point. And, you may feel a bit of urgency perhaps, but really you still have another half of the challenge to go. And, really through the experience of this whole thing, and it kind of just makes sense, you get way more proficient. You're training harder now. Your diet is better. You have much better grasp of how to do things, especially if you've been, continuing to try, right? Because this is how we get better at things. We continue to keep trying. And so you're going to find that, you're going to even make, probably better progress. And I say probably because there are some people in the beginning that just, not everybody, and don't feel bad if you're not, but there are some people that just take to it and they just go ahead and do it. And for others, it's a slower process. Listen, we all come from different backgrounds, and this is totally fine. We just have to see where are we at and how can we improve, right? Which is why I always ask you guys, name something you can improve upon for the following week, right? Okay, so I haven't put up the Calendly link yet for your scans, but I will do that very shortly because we're going to start them next Thursday, okay? So stay tuned for that. Okay, so is there anything, more of your feedback here, is there anything you'd like me to cover in this week's video series? What are your thoughts on carbonated flavored water with sucralose? Says 0 calories on the label, but ingredients include sucralose or aspartame. These are different than the carbonated flavor water with natural flavors and 0 sugar additives. La Croix, for example. Sucralose is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with sucralose. There's no evidence of it causing any kind of disease or problems. Sucralose is actually just sucrose. It's just chlorinated sucrose. That's all it is. Which I guess doesn't say much because you can take anything and you can name out its, chemical structure. And they all sound like chemical structures. So whether these are, natural things or non-natural things, and it doesn't really mean anything. Just because something is manufactured in a lab doesn't mean it's bad. Just because something's found in nature doesn't necessarily mean it's good, okay? Almost all plants on Earth are poisonous to us, okay? Doesn't mean that all plants are bad, right? That doesn't mean that all plants are bad to ingest, right? But they are natural, right? So you might think, it's natural. It's going to be okay, okay? So we can't really go on what's natural and not. I know it sounds good when we say it natural, but it really doesn't mean anything. Okay, so when it comes to sucralose, there is, to my knowledge, to the huge amount of evidence that's out there, to the FDA has obviously approved this a long time ago. There doesn't appear to be any kind of issue with it. Okay, this includes aspartame as well. Okay. So listen, if you don't feel comfortable with it, then just go with the drinks that are flavored with things like stevia. Stevia is found in nature. So if you feel more comfortable with that, then go ahead. Okay, but just know that whether it's natural or found in nature doesn't mean it's going to be okay for you. We can think of so many different things we can find in nature that aren't going to be good for us, including many different mushrooms, right? And many other things. So just because it's had some degree of man's hands involved in it doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad. Okay, so no issue with that. Next, name something specific you improve on for the following week. Everything. I suck. Well, I don't think you suck, and I know this is a person that I know is doing certain things in the challenge. You do not suck. You're doing quite well. You did well on your scan, so there's you're doing quite fine. But if there are areas that you can improve upon, then let's tackle those, okay? And listen, for the most of you, that's diet. Okay, not everybody. Some of you are literally, your macros are on point. If you're not, okay, that's okay. Well, it's not okay. I don't want to say it's okay, but it is what it is. Let's try to improve, right? Name something specific you need help with. Motivation and believing in myself that I can achieve my goal of not being squishy. Okay. I really don't know any other way to put this than you just do the things or you don't. You do the things and you're going to get the results. You don't do them, you're not going to get the results. So this is not, there's really, really what you're asking me is like, I need something that's going to tell me that I can do these things. I mean, but you can just do them. I mean, it's just a matter of just doing them, right? So I realize that perhaps, and I can't really believe that this really applies to this person, but let's just take a situation like, I don't know, somebody that's been overweight since they can remember, right? So in their mind, they may think it's, I'm probably one of those people it's not possible for me to lose body fat, or it's not possible for me to, get lean or get my body fat down to a quote healthy level, whatever that means. But okay, let's just use that as an example. Getting the body fat down to a level that is agreed upon by society to be healthy, okay? You may have that belief about yourself, but that belief, a belief is just a belief. So, a belief is not reality. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. What you choose to believe is not necessarily a reality. Okay? And so, I'm telling you right now, you all have the capability of doing it. It is a little easier for some people. How much easier for some people? Not that much. It's not like university where you've got like you could be in a class and you've got a genius and then you've got somebody who's got a super low IQ. There's not that kind of disparity when it comes to losing body fat, okay? With the exception of a very, very, very small percentage of people that have some sort of metabolic disease and, but this is very, 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 very rare, okay? Most of it is just the way we've been raised, or maybe we got into adulthood and we got super busy and we just, forgot about ourselves, right? So it's I don't want to say it's easy, but it's just a matter of doing the steps. That's all it is. You just do the steps and that's it, okay? It doesn't require any level of talent. It doesn't require anything. So just set up habits and then follow through with them. That's it. Just set up the things that you have to do, your 3 workouts per week, your 3 cardio sessions per week. Put them in your calendar. This is the time I'm going to do them. And just do them just like you would with any other appointment, okay? Have your days where you make your food, plan your food out. Just make it happen, right? That's all you have to do is just make it happen. All right? So there's no... Motivation will come and go. There's nothing... You can't... you just can't always expect motivation to be there. You've got to put these things in and just follow through with them. Put them in and follow through with them. Put them in and follow through with them. That's it. Just do that. Just execute the tasks. That's all it is. It's literally like, there's nothing that's impossible about this, right? Not saying it's not hard, but it's certainly not impossible. Is there anything you'd like me to cover in this week's video series? How do I stay motivated? Okay, well, I guess I'm addressing that right now. You won't, okay? Okay, you won't. Just set things up and then follow through with them. I look at my belly and I feel like I should just accept it instead of trying to improve, okay? Again, this is just a choice. This is a choice. I'm going to remind you. That right there would be a choice that you make. So you can decide to improve it and make it better, okay? Better. I don't even like to say that. You can choose to make it look a certain way that you want it to or not. It's up to you. And that's just a choice. And I'm not saying either one is good or bad. That's totally up to you. But to sit here and think like, oh, well, I'm actually stuck with this and I can't change it to this. No, this is nonsense, right? This is nonsense. 9 minutes. Additional comments or questions? I really need someone to tape my mouth shut. All right. I'm sure we could probably find somebody to do that. Okay. Let's get the message of the day. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I really like this one. Okay, it's a bit cheesy, but whatever. Don't forget, you can start late, you can start over, you can be unsure, you can act differently, you can try and fail, and you can still succeed. Don't forget, you can start late, you can start over, you can be unsure, you can act differently, you can try and fail, you can try and fail, and 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 try and fail, and try and fail, and try and fail. And after all of that, you can still succeed. Okay? One more time. You can start late, you can start over, you can be unsure, you can act differently, You can try and fail and do that over and over and over and over and over again, and you can still succeed. You can still succeed. Your past does not dictate what you are capable of in your future. Your past does not dictate tomorrow's or today's decisions. It has nothing to do with that. Okay? You can always turn the car around at any point in your life. Okay? All right, positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude. I'll talk to you all very soon. See you guys.